You guys want the good news or the bad news first? I'm gonna give you the good news first because it just makes more sense. But the good news is the bus is done. It's out of the mechanic shop. We're good to go. It's ready to get picked up. But the bad news is I can't pick it up yet. There's always roadblocks, man. And the reason being for not being able to pick it up is because insurance on a skoolie is really tough. So anyone out there who's doing this, it's not an easy process. I need to get insurance for it before I can get it inspected, obviously. So I'm also doing a title transfer to Pennsylvania where I live so I can get it inspected by the same mechanic that did all the work on it, and it'll just be done and over with and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I did find someone who's helping me out, and I was supposed to hear back either yesterday or today. It's 2:30 in the afternoon and I haven't heard anything yet. So I'm hoping that I can get it all done today, because if I get it all done today and I have the paperwork in my hand, I can drop it off at the mechanic and he can get inspection done tomorrow, which means I can bring the bus home tomorrow. But if I don't get the paperwork today, they're closed on weekends, and then next week I'm going away to shoot some Airbnbs. So it's the next day and we've made, unfortunately, no progress.
Sorry, we are unable to take your phone call at the moment.
Today is Friday, which means I missed my inspection window, so I will not be getting the bus back this week. As you guys can probably see by my demeanor and the tone of my voice, that I am extremely frustrated right now. The insurance is just super frustrating. Trying to get insurance is super frustrating. I guess I'll just kind of try and talk to you guys about the whole insurance thing and how that's going. Oh, like, look at that. I might have to get some little stoppers, like some clips for the drawers. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the whole insurance thing with a skoolie. It's so difficult to get skoolie insurance for absolutely no reason. It's a long process. It takes days and days, and I did finally get a call back. So now I'm just waiting to hear back on my policy. My mom has been a massive help in all of this. So Mom, I know you're watching. Thank you so much. So we did find on a forum about a lady who works for Allstate down in Florida. Her name is Kelly Newsome. If you guys look her up and you're looking for insurance, I definitely recommend calling her office. Her office will hook it up for you. So basically, we called her office. They gave me a form to fill out. They told me, send this form over with some pictures of your skoolie. They need some interior and exterior pictures of the skoolie just to make sure everything's good to go, and so the insurance company can see what they're insuring. And then they hooked it up with an agent in Pennsylvania for me. I mean, it feels good to know that, you know, the bus is good to go. Basically, we're all set and ready. Hopefully we're gonna be all set by next week. I'm just annoyed today. We have our skoolie. It's pulling teeth every week, honest, if I'm being honest. Like, that's really what this is. I'm just pulling teeth every week, trying to get it done as quick as possible. I do want to say that this whole process is a little bit my fault as well, just because I was pretty late to the game on getting my insurance all set and ready to go. The whole runaround that I had with my title in Vermont and New York, as you guys know, that was a whole long process for me too, because my New York title was incorrect, so I had to get that fixed before I could transfer it into a motorhome in Vermont, because Pennsylvania doesn't do the motorhome stuff the way I needed it to be done, so I had to go to Vermont, and now I'm gonna have to get it transferred back to Pennsylvania. So that whole process has been obviously very eating, so I haven't really done anything with the insurance, because I also didn't know when I would be able to actually have my bus back in my hands, which honestly I'm glad I waited, because if I would have gotten insurance when I brought the bus into the mechanic, I would have been paying 3 months of insurance without even driving the bus. So that was kind of why I was waiting until I was like knowing that the bus was ready to go to get my insurance policy. It is a little bit my fault for waiting until the last minute. All right, so it is the next day. I did fortunately finally figure out some of the insurance stuff. I don't have a policy fully written yet, but my agent is getting me a policy written. The biggest unfortunate thing though, Allstate doesn't do skoolie insurance anymore. They outsource any insurance policy to National General, because I guess they like own National General or whatever, but National General does the skoolie policies now. And they don't do full coverage plans for a short bus, only for a long bus, which I find weird, because I would think a long bus would be more liability than a short bus, but it is what it is. So I can only get a liability coverage plan as of right now. My agent is working hard. He's trying to figure it out for me, and hopefully by the time I get back next week, I'll have a full coverage plan. For right now, it's just going to be a liability plan, but it's enough to get this thing retitled and get the inspection done and get it on the road at least back to my house and get everything done. So, and that's pretty much the conclusion of the whole insurance debacle. I mean, it's just been so frustrating. If you guys are in the market of doing the skoolie thing and you're looking to get insurance for your skoolie once it's retitled as an RV like mine is, just do your research. My biggest recommend is use Kelly Newsom's office in Florida. They'll probably hook it up for you just like she hooked it up for me with an agent in your state that deals with skoolie conversions and can get it to an underwriter and get you a policy within like 2 to 3 days. I guess that's pretty much it. It's been frustrating, but next week things are going to be looking up quite a bit, I'm sure, because this thing will finally be back in my possession. I can finally take it home, and we can finally make the videos we want to make with it. We can finally travel and see everything that life has to offer. So that's pretty much it. So without further ado, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.